Мне нравится телевизия. Телевизия хорошо. Английский, немецкий, турецкий программа. Я хочу английский, немецкий, турецкий языки или говорю по-русски. I don't know these languages. I don't know even Russian. Just I know these words. But I try to say something. What I try to say? I watch television. Why? First of all, on the television, on TV, there are a lot of good contents for me to learn foreign language, like English, Chinese, maybe German and Russian. I use especially television or Netflix and other documentaries to develop my foreign language skills instead of just wasting time. And approximately I spend 2 or 3 hours on the screen just to develop my vocabulary. Is it easy, right?
Yeah.
As you see with my stupid Russian answer, I tried to say it, but I tried just. Now, with my English vocabulary, I developed this answer. You need to do it like this. Imagine that you don't know this language. What topic you can find? Of course, I can talk about radiation, electricity, signals, capacity, blah, 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 blah. But the most important thing is this. Can you talk about this topic or not? Of course, I can talk about frequencies, TV channels, broadbanding. But for how long? For 1 minute, can I talk about it? No. Because I'm not into this science. Okay?
Yeah.
Always try to find the way that you can talk. Second one, let's go. What are the most popular TV shows in your country?
In my country, yes, there are a couple of famous TV shows that I know about. Like, a couple of them are, yes, on the sport channel where, or I guess you could say show, since they show a lot of different types of sports every day, and how it may be boxing, football, and basketball. I sometimes watch them since if I like the sport, I'll watch it, and sometimes I find it even interesting since I can learn new moves from there. Also, there are channels or shows like this Hero Sultan, in which most Kazakh people watch it, and I watched a couple of episodes of it, and I got really hooked into it. At the beginning, it felt really boring. However, if you were to watch it a couple of times, then it will become a lot more interesting. And so, there are many other TV shows in my country that are popular, but these ones are the ones that I like the most.
Mm-hmm. How often do you read?
How often do I read?
Mm-hmm.
Well, to be honest, I don't read that often since I'm quite lazy and
Whoa. You are in Ielts. It's not about honesty exam in your mosque. Not be honest like this. First of all, this is so negative. First one. Not negatively affect your examiner. Have good impression. First impression is important. Second one, if you continue with negative answers, I said to you, you cannot have B plan. If you say yes, there will be a lot of genres to talk. Science fiction, comedy, horror, blah, blah, blah. Education, computer science. You can choose all of them or some of them to show your vocabulary range. But if you say no, you close all the doors. Because you don't know my next question. Right?
Yeah.
Let's go from the beginning. Do you often read?
Yes, I often read books and I find them really interesting. The most interesting genres that I like are science fiction and horror. From horror, my favorite book is I Have No Mouth But I Must Scream. It's a great book, and it's really fun to read it. And from science fiction, I've read many books. The series that I liked the most was probably like Harry Potter books. I read all of them, and it was pretty fun to read them since there were a lot of twists, and the story was sometimes different than the movies.
Timing. First one, this is Harry Potter series. And not Harry Potter books only, Harry Potter series. Second one, before going into the exam while having your preparation, find some books in English from the classics maybe or international bestsellers that a little bit from the Wikipedia or from YouTube videos, I don't know. You can search some information about it. Maybe you can use ChatGPT as well about these books. That little bit information you can get. What is my suggestion? It's not important that you read this book or not. I don't care. Even I don't know. Just about show business, okay? Like a stand-up comedy. Find some good books. And then with some words to develop your vocabulary, describe this book, describe this genre. So before the exam, choose one specific genre. And then use your vocabulary. Especially I like education. Especially I like neurology, neuroscience, neurofinance. To show some good words, 3-4 words will be enough. For if you ask me, for example, I would like to talk about neurology because I'm into medicine. It's too easy for me to talk about it, and I can show my vocabulary. Oh yeah, quite often I read books. Especially each day I try to read 30 to 40 pages, sometimes academic articles from PubMed. It's a medical academic paper publishing website. At the same time, if I have time, of course, I read generally some medical books, magazines, or some international documents. Why not? Especially in neuroscience and neurofinance, because I'm quite interested in neuromotor development of children, how we develop our brain, neural system, neuroplasticity, synaptic connections, how people learn new information. As you see, I know this side, and directly I want to this side to talk about it, right? What is my suggestion? Generally, these are the most difficult questions in it. Trust me, the most difficult. Describe the book, describe a movie, describe a painting. Because all the students try to describe Harry Potter or another kind of absurd things. I like Harry Potter, I'm a fan of Harry Potter. But you cannot describe it. Can you talk about Harry Potter? Up to 2 minutes. Do you know vocabulary of magic? No. Zero.
Maybe I did.
Zero. Even you don't know the full name of the characters, I guess. Hermione Granger, okay, Ron Weasley, Harry Potter, Dumbledore, and then that's all. But story, you don't have a story. You need to create the story. So find the book that helps you to describe. Did I say anything about the book? Did I say the name? No. Just I said PubMed, it's a web page, even. I didn't say the name of the book. I didn't say the writer. I didn't say the genre, even. But I talked very well. Tactic. Use it. Okay, Tom?
Okay.
Okay, doesn't work. Use it. Let's go. Do you prefer to buy books or borrow them?
I prefer to borrow books since I finish books faster, quickly. Since daily I read about 40 or 50 pages, and due to that, I finish most books in 1 week or in 2 weeks. And also, I think that buying books is it wastes a lot of space in my shelf, and also I waste at the same time I waste a ton of money to buy books each week. So I think that borrowing them is a lot better since I can just ask my friends or go to a library to borrow them, read it for a couple of weeks, finish it, and then give it back so that I don't waste any space and any money. And basically, get new knowledge for free and have fun reading the book.
Now it's good. So I give you 1 minute to prepare your answer for the speaking part 2. The question is on the screen as you see. So your 1 minute has just started. You can start. Oh, you can start.
Yeah. Recently, my friend recommended me a book called I have no notes but I must scream. It's a book about what if artificial intelligence gained sentience and decided to fight back against humanity. And it was really fun. My friend had already bought it, so he decided to let me borrow it for a couple of days or weeks. And I read it pretty fast in 2 or 3 days, since it was a really interesting story to read. And I think I finished like 200 pages of it in 1 day even. The story is about when humans create an AI that its mission is to basically kill other humans from other countries, but it decides to kill everyone and hate every human on the planet. And due to that, basically it wipes out everything except 5 humans. It's mostly a horror book and science fiction, since the artificial intelligence has supernatural powers and can even teleport in some cases. And I think that in the future maybe I would like to read a couple similar books to it, since it was a fun read. And in some cases it has philosophical words, sentences, and meanings that make me think about it for a couple of minutes and understand like what this book is about, really.
Time is up. I said timing is the most important part. If you cannot complete your answer on time, you will lose your mark. If you cannot give a full answer to the last question, you will lose your mark. These are the most important criteria. First of all, you need to count your sentences. You can use your fingers. This is my technique. How can you use your fingers? In the first lesson I showed you while I was teaching you speaking part 2. Tick tock, you can tap on the table or like this. You can use crack your fingers, crack your joints. Actually, I'm counting my sentences. Or you can use your own timer. Look at the timer. It's in another one. Just count your sentence, that's all. Second one. The name of the book is not understandable, because you are talking like this. My friend give me suggestion about my book, blah, 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 like old cassette player. No emphasis. even little bit like how can I say it? Seductive voice tone you try to use like pilots. The passengers, my friends, just let me have a something like that. No. Understandable voice tone I need. Strong, like Turkish people, Russian people. Good accents. People say that this is strong, but it's a good accent in Ielts. Because you will not lose your score because of your accent, if the examiner will understand you, of course. So if the examiner understands you, you will never lose. Even Indian people can get band 9. So try to show words. First of all, I don't know the name of this book. First one. You repeated a lot of times, friend, 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 friend. Your friend became my friend because of your repetition now. I know better. Third one, while talking, you use approximately 30 times and. Instead of saying and, as you see, I'm giving a pause. Stop. And then start a new sentence. And then give a pause between phrases to make it more emphatic, to make it understandable. You need to help the examiner. The examiner cannot understand you because you are not native, right? Another aspect. In the exam, now I allow you to do it, but in the exam I never allow you. While you are talking like this. Blah 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 blah. I think 5 minutes later you will go to the toilet, and then from the toilet you will talk to me. You are turning around the table. You need to keep eye contact with me. Look at me. You need to show your words. Okito? And you repeated AI, but you didn't tell me something about AI. Just you try to describe what AI is, but there will be no enough information about AI. Why you read this book, how it helped you, what experience you gained from this book. Your answer is okay, but your answer is around band 6. If you correct them, it will be band 8. But with my corrections, it will be band 8. Why you choose the AI? Why you choose this field? Why you borrowed it? This book, especially, you read it. Okay? It will be the main aim in this question. So, I give you 2 minutes again. Please try to use discourse markers, sentence connectors, conjunctions. Even you pause and then try to show me your voice tone. Especially if you are talking about some special names, private names. Give a pause and then separate it from the sentence, like this, for example. Oh, recently my friend gave me one book. It's called Northern Lights. As you see, give a pause, Northern Lights, and then give a pause, and then continue. So it will be better. So the examiner can easily understand, the name of the book is The Northern Lights from Philip Pullman, something like that. The writer, for example. It's a children's book. Okay?
Yeah.
So your 2 minutes has just started. Start from the beginning. Part 2 question again.
From the beginning?
Part 2.
Yeah, recently I read a book called I Have No Mouse.
I have just said. Not bıdı 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 bıdı. Not like a machine gun. Private names, important information, separate from your sentence with a pause. Recently, I've read the name of the book with the voice tone, then continue. Come, up, down. Okay?
Okay.
Go.
Recently, I read a book called I Have No Mouse and I Must Scream. I got it after seeing a lot of people online recommending it as one of the most disturbing but meaningful science fiction stories that's related to AI. I was curious about the book since in the future I would like to study technology, and also I enjoy reading psychological books, so I decided to try it. It's a pretty short book and it took me only 2 days to finish it. Even though it was short, it was very meaningful to me and had a strong impression. This story is about a robot that decided to that gained sentience and decided to overthrow humans. It helped me understand that technology can have its negative sides and something. Like it's helped me explore, I guess, fear and the feeling of hopelessness, since the people in that book felt hopeless and feared what was about to come. Also, the story was quite dark and uncomfortable in some cases. It was very thought-provoking, and I had to think for a long period of time after finishing it. It was a fun read, yes, and it showed what could be the future of technology.
Finito. I already showed you 10, 9, 8. It is better than previous one, but not try to talk too fast. First one, talking too fast cannot help you to get higher band score. Because if you talk too fast, because of being a foreigner, you just destroy your pronunciation. Your ruined pronunciation cannot help your examiner to understand you. I'm not saying your pronunciation is bad, but it makes it difficult to understand. Okay, this is the first one. Second one, at the beginning was good, but after the first minute, you turn back to previous habit, it relapsed, and then you try to circulate your idea. If you can talk about AI or other things, just talk about AI agents. You can talk about ChatGPT with 1 sentence or 2 sentences. And then say, I would like to develop something like ChatGPT, maybe a little bit different, because I would like to help people with these things, with these subjects. Because of it, I would like to develop new AI robots, new AIs. It can be like this, it can be like this. As you see now, I've already created 6 different sentences. 6 more, without repeating the same thing. Okay? Examples can help you. Use examples for your level. So, let's see speaking part 3. Be careful with your timer check. You need 8-9 sentences, at least 60 seconds till 90 seconds. You need to talk for each question. If you manage your time very well, of course. And intro, body and conclusion I need. Even you can develop your ideas in 6-7 sentences. I don't care, but with your voice tone and then with your good sentences, structures, I need intro and conclusion. That's all. Let's start. Do you think people read less now than in the past? Why?
Yeah, I think that people do read less compared to the past nowadays. Since in the past we didn't have technology and resources to just find new information instantly and gain new knowledges easily. So many people had to read books to find information. And due to that, many books were borrowed and people just read a lot in the past. However, nowadays, since technology has developed, we have many apps, websites that can help us find any source of information. For instance, Wikipedia. Wikipedia has almost anything you would need. It has many famous people, cars, and whatever you think you might need. And so due to that, people have become more lazy, and yes, nowadays people think that they don't need to read books. Yeah, in conclusion, due to technology's advancement, there's less need for people to read nowadays compared to the past.
Perfecto. What are the benefits of reading?
Well, for reading, there are many benefits of reading. Firstly, reading can help people expand their vocabulary. Since if they're new to a language, if they were to read a book from that language, they could learn new types of vocabulary and grammar structures so that they can speak properly in that language. Secondly, books have tons of information and don't have many downsides to it compared to technology, since technology can give us radiation and other side effects that can cause damage to our eyes. It can be bad for us. However, books don't have that disadvantages, so you can read however many times you want. And lastly, books are really long and can help you like find new words. Yes, and also books can help you spend your time if you have a lot of free time. Books are an easy way to spend your time, your free time. In conclusion, books have lots of advantages compared to technology, and I think we should read them more often.
Perfecto. Next one. Is it better to read physical books or ebooks?
Well, to be honest, I think that both are good, and it also depends on the ebooks device, since there are many types of devices. For instance, there's a device that doesn't give off any radiation, so it is basically like you read a book, every book for free, and you just have to buy that device. However, there are also devices like pads that cause radiation and can hurt your eyes. In that case, I think that physical books are a lot better. Although you spend your money each time to buy them, you won't have to worry about your health, and you can also expand your vocabulary and new words that you learn. So due to that, I think that it depends on the context and what type of book and device, like what type of device it is for an ebook.
Mhm. How important is it for parents to read to their children?
I think that parents should read to their children at night or help them read, I guess, since when children don't know a lot of stuff and reading and don't know how to talk basically, and they're pretty vulnerable for a lot of diseases and get affected by radiation a lot compared to adults. So due to that, books are a lot better, are good for them, since firstly they can learn how to talk properly, and then when they are younger. Secondly, they will be healthy, since books don't give off any radiation, don't hurt your eyes, so they'll grow up healthy. And lastly, they'll develop a habit for books, and in the future it will help them a ton. So in conclusion, I think that every parent should read to their children and make it a habit for the children to start reading books.
Perfecto. So let's see the second one. Are you ready?
Okay.
I need your emphasis and phases while talking. Show me with your voice tone, not bıdı 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 talking. Important information, feeling, pauses, comma, as you see. Okay,
Okay.
let's go. What kind of tourist destinations do you usually prefer?
Well, usually I prefer destinations that are related to nature, like mountain climbing or going sightseeing, different types of rocks or lakes, I guess, to swim in, and do other activities in nature. Since it's a healthy way to travel and go to other types of destinations. Moreover, nowadays people don't usually appreciate nature much, so it's really fun to have breathe new fresh air, have a breath of new fresh air, and find something new about the city or country you're visiting. Since most people focus on the city mainly compared to the nature of it.
Perfect. What is the best way to save money while traveling?
That's why it's save money. Well, I think that there are a couple of ways to save money while traveling. Firstly, you should probably book a hotel, not a hotel, maybe an Airbnb that's cheap, so that you can save as much money as you can. Secondly, you shouldn't go to fancy restaurants. You could try street food of that country or place. Yes. Since many street food also has cultural foods in it, and it's much cheaper compared to restaurants. And lastly, you should go sightseeing famous places or go traveling to like a mountain, go hiking to mountains, I guess, or go to lakes that are free, since there are places in most countries that are free, and you can spend your time there having fun also.
Do you know natural beauties? It's not a question, directly I'm asking.
Natural beauties?
Uh-huh.
Like people from humans?
No. Lakes, mountains, range of mountains. These are called natural beauties or just nature. Go nature. So instead of listing, you need to go, maybe we can go to the lake, we can go to the mountain, we can go to the blah, 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 we can go to blah, blah. The same sentence structure, same vocabulary, and natural beauties are for elementary level students. Giving a long answer, giving a good answer is not a good answer for you. It destroys, it ruins your score. Because you are choosing fully elementary level with the same sentence structure. So directly in the first sentence, you can list all of them. Actually, there are a lot of good ways, or in my opinion, the best way is just choosing nature or natural beauties to save money while traveling. For example, camping and hiking is the best combination of affordable tourism practice. There will be no money for you. There will be no cost for you. Just you need to take your tent, your backpack, and then via hitchhiking, you can reach these maybe these amazing sceneries. Then you can continue like this. Okay?
Yeah.
How much time you spend listening to music every day?
What does mean from list?
If you can give me an example, you can give me the list, it means. It's my note.
Well, guess every day I spend about half an hour listening to music, since I'm not that big of a fan compared to others, because it's hard for me to concentrate on one thing while listening to another. But I still enjoy listening to different types of music. Most of the time I like to listen to lo-fi music, I guess, because it's very calming, and after a long day, when I get home back tired from school, I guess, I can listen to it and just relax and not think about anything else. It can clear up my mind and help me study more effectively compared to when I don't listen to it.
Mm-hmm.
And also, listening calming music helps me sometimes concentrate on specific tasks that are related to it. So it has a lot of benefits for me. However, I don't listen to it much.
Where was the last place you visited on holiday?
The last place I visited was Alaköy. It isn't that far away from my hometown, so it's pretty affordable, and I can go there pretty easily. In addition, it doesn't take much time compared to other places that are far away. Moreover, Alaköy is a pretty good place if you are sick and want to just swim and enjoy the natural beauties of Kazakhstan, since it's a large lake in which you can swim, and also it's filled with lots of salt, so if you have any diseases, they can be cleared, you can become healthy again.
Mm-hmm. So, I give you 1 minute to prepare your answer, and then up to 2 minutes you need to talk. Let's start this. Tiki taka, let's start.
Okay, one of the most memorable holidays I had was when I visited USA. I took it about 2 years ago, and I went there with my family to visit my relatives and also experience a completely different culture and see some of the most famous places in the whole world. We went to New York City, and we spent our time in New York City, and honestly, it was very different compared to other cities that I've seen. It had many sections and islands that were connected to each other, and each one had different types of people in it. And also, the skyscrapers there were huge compared to Kazakhstan. The streets were packed with tons and at every second there was something happening. The culture there was really different, and it was a mix of many different countries, and it was really memorable due to it. I think that I would recommend it to a lot of people, since it can give you a variety of different cultures, foods, and also even people. Since basically everybody lives there from different countries. And in addition, you can find some of the most renowned places, yes, and universities there.
Finito. Look at your timer.
I finished.
So, no need to say New York City. New York is a city that everybody knows. No need to specify it. Only Russian, Kazakh, Kyrgyz, Uzbek people try to say New York City, Almaty City, Kazakhstan country. It's because of maybe Russian language structure, but we don't have such a structure. No need to directly tell me Almaty. That is all.
How do you say it?
Just tell me the name. Am I saying, for example, Marcus man, or my daughter is a girl, it is she, something like that, or specifications? No. Or I'm saying my daughter is not a boy? No. Everybody knows that Colombia is a country, right? So no need to specify Colombia country, Russia country, something like that. People can understand. If they don't know, if you are talking about some hidden places, for example, Shymkent, a city in Kazakhstan, in southeast, maybe you can say, in the southeast. So you can specify it like this. Next one, variety of people, not a lot of people, blah, 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 blah. Just variety of people from different cultures, perspectives, backgrounds, rich culture, values, moral values, cuisine, and not repeat and again.
I'm trying to switch and do it.
Not switch if you cannot.
In addition to including those, but it's hard.
If it is too hard, just stop. Finish, not talk. Give a pause. Trust me, you will never lose your score if you give a pause. It makes your speech neutral, not inorganic, please. And then you are doing always these filler words, awkward sounds. As well, you did it again.
If I forget something, I immediately say something.
Because you try to speak too fast. Not try to speak too fast. Because your brain cannot catch your tongue. Your tongue try to move like this, but your brain needs time to think. Okay? You need to match their speed. Slow down. No need to say, I recommend 2 times. Directly you can tell me why you recommend. Because of this. Of course I recommend this place. It is the best place that I can recommend. Okay? Reverse structure. So next one. Part 3. Let's go. What are the benefits of traveling?
There are a lot of benefits for traveling, since when you're traveling you can go to any country or city that you would like to, depending on your budget, of course. And you can experience many different types of cultures and a variety of people there. Also, you can see natural beauties in this country that aren't talked about much, or go sightseeing famous places. If, for instance, if you go to UK, you could visit, or if you go to France, you could visit one of their famous museums, since they're known for the history and ancient relics.
For 1 minute, I couldn't receive an answer to this question.
Wait, what?
Did you read the question? One more time, read the question.
There's a benefits of traveling. Time passes by so fast.
Yeah, in Ielts it goes like this. It passes too fast. You can't notice even. I asked the benefits. Почему жақсы? I'm not asking New York, Los Angeles. These are examples that you can use. You can tell Paris, Louvre Museum, the Louvre, for example, you can say. But I need benefit first, then example. Benefit first, then example. Not example, an example of example, no. And in the first sentence, please tell me these benefits. Then, один, два, три, четыре, give me these examples for each one. X, Y, Z technique. Let's go. One more time.
Yep. And there are many benefits of traveling, such as visiting natural beauties, going sightseeing famous places, understanding other cultures, trying other foods, and meeting a variety of new people. Due to these reasons, traveling has lots of benefits.
Oh, no need to repeat it. You already said it. It is your introduction sentence. Travel has a lot of benefits, such as. Why you say due to the fact that travel has a lot of benefits again? It is a repetition. No need. Directly, you can choose 2, 3 of them and then continue.
When you're traveling, you can go to mountains or lakes that are in the country, visit them, and maybe swim in them, and have fun there. Or you could go sightseeing, visit places that everybody knows, and talks about if you are curious about them. Moreover, when you go traveling, you can experience other people's cultures. For instance, you can experience it by playing their cultural games or trying out their foods. In conclusion, when you're traveling, there are many benefits to it, and you can gain a lot from it.
Almost better than previous one, but little bit focus on examples. Next one. Why do some people prefer to travel to their own country rather than abroad?
I think that a person's own country is like their own turf, where they basically know everything and feel comfortable going there. In addition, when you're visiting your country, most of its cities aren't located far away like other countries. They are close to you, so naturally they're much cheaper. You can save a lot of money by going to your own country or traveling to your own country rather than abroad. And moreover, when you most people don't visit all their famous places in their own country. They just go abroad and visit their other cultures place without exploring everything in their own country. But some people, however, when you visit your own country's natural places, you can gain a lot from it and learn your own history, and that your country also has famous places. In conclusion, it seems that many people prefer their own country because it's cheaper and you can learn more about your hometown and home country.
Okay, approximately a little bit longer, but all in all, okay, I can say. First one, that's what I can say. Start with advantages, then disadvantages. Or start with disadvantages, or then advantages. It means start with the one topic. It means some people, talk about this some people, and then talk about other people, group. Because you said something, other things, something, other things, something, other things. And then now I'm thinking, who are they? Okay? I feel like you are talking about Illuminati. Who are they? Okay? Group. Some people think blah, 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 and then the others blah, blah, blah. All in all, compare, contrast, finito. Logic. Okay? It is easy to talk. Otherwise, it will be confusing and then difficult for you to track your idea. So, it is your homework. Waiting for your homework. Waiting for your videos. Not aydınlatır içitire. I need all the videos.
Should I start part 2? Because part 1 has so many parts.
Part 2, part 3. If you want, you can directly start with the mock tests. You can find on the internet a lot of mock questions, mock tests. Then you write in Google, you can find.
Because right now I'm doing part 1 most.
Okay, part 1, part 2, part 3. You can do all of them and then send me fully. And then finish this book, please. Too fast. Big one. Okay, do you have questions before finishing the lesson?
No.
Okay, so thank you for today. Take care of yourself. See you in the next lesson. Dankeschön. Bye-bye for now.
It's bye.
Bye-bye. Just I need to give 2 minutes break and then I will come back, guys.